Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Hare Krishna. Welcome back, children, for our discussion on Krishna's Vrindavan pastimes. So yesterday we discussed the birth of Krishna in Kamsa's prison cell, and we had also discussed how Vasudev brought the newborn baby Krishna from Mathura to Gokul Mahavan and left the little boy next to Mother Yashoda, who was sleeping at the time. And later Nanda Maharaj celebrated this Nandotsav. Nandotsav means the celebration of Krishna's appearance as done by Nanda Maharaj. Okay. So after this, we had also discussed how Nanda Maharaj went from Gokul Mahavan to Mathura to pay taxes to Kamsa, and then he was discussing with Nanda Maharaj. And Nanda Maharaj went to pay taxes, and he was discussing with Vasudev. And Vasudev asked about the welfare of Nanda Maharaj's children, cows, land, etc., etc. So we discussed all this. So then today we will be discussing the episode of Putna, how Krishna killed Putna, demon. So now I will share the screen with the PPT. Just give me 1 second. Yeah, the witch who became a mother. So Putana was a witch, but she acted like a mother of Krishna, and she attained the position of a mother of Krishna. Okay, that we will see today. So Putana comes to kill Krishna, but she appears in a very beautiful form. Yesterday we discussed this. So Sukadeva Goswami just began to describe this Putana Leela. Putana was a witch, and then she came to Gokul with an intention to kill Krishna. And Sukadeva Goswami, as he was narrating, Parikshit Maharaj became very anxious. Oh, Putana is coming. The witch is coming. What's going to happen? Maybe Krishna will be harmed. He's just a few days old. Some acharyas say that Krishna was 3 days old, not 3 years. 3 days old when Putana came to kill him. And some acharyas say he was 6 days old, but definitely he was 10 days, less than 10 days. Because Kamsa told all his demoniac friends, to go and kill all the children who were born in the last 10 days. So Krishna was less than 10 days old, and Putana went to kill Krishna. Okay. So this Parikshit Maharaj became very anxious to hear this incident, because Parikshit was so absorbed. Then Sukadeva Goswami spoke, Nayatra Shravanadini Rakshoghnani Swakarmasu Kurvanti Satvatam Bhartar Yatu Dhanyasya Tatrahi Nayatra Shravanadini Rakshoghnani Swakarmasu. So wherever Krishna is being worshipped, and wherever devotees are hearing about Krishna, chanting the holy names of Krishna, in such a place, these Yatudhanis, means these demons, Rakshasis, they cannot exert their influence. Ghosts cannot do anything there. Fine. So he encouraged him, and he began narrating the story of Putana. Fine. So Putana came, dressing herself in a very, very beautiful form. She was looking so beautiful that everybody naturally trusted her. Okay. When someone is dressed decently, when someone is looking very regally and very, very properly, then you may not doubt their intention, right? They may have a malicious purpose. You may not think like that. So everybody believed that Putana was very good, and especially she was looking so gorgeous that people thought that even the goddess of fortune has come to bless the newborn baby of Krishna. Okay, or goddess of fortune has come to see the darshan of the deity of Narayana in Nanda Maharaj's house, because Nanda Maharaj in his house, he worships a deity of Narayana. So everyone thought that, okay, Lakshmi must have come to see Narayana. Okay. And some people thought that maybe this celestial lady has come to bless the newborn baby of Nanda Maharaj. So as they were like this, Putana came to the village, and she came to Nanda Maharaj's house. So although Rohini Mata and Yashoda Mata, both of them have seen Putana, and Putana, without any obstruction, she was entering the house also. So Rohini Mata did not stop her. Yashoda Mata also did not stop Putana. Why? People may think that Putana had some Maya, some mystic power by which she cast her spell on Yashoda and Rohini and all the Vrajavasis and mesmerized them. Not like that. It's exactly not like that. How can Putana's mystic power overwhelm this Vrajavasis were the eternal associates of Krishna? It's not Putana's Shakti. It is the energy of Krishna's. That is Leela Shakti, the pastime potency of Krishna, the Leela Shakti of Krishna. See, Krishna has so many energies. There is one Shakti called Leela Shakti or pastime potency that facilitates Krishna's pastimes. That Leela Shakti makes all kinds of arrangements for the pastimes of Krishna to happen nicely. So that Leela Shakti made all the Vrajavasis come under the illusion of Putana, apparently. So all the Vrajavasis are exalted associates of Krishna, and Putana is a Rakshasi. How can a Rakshasi dominate and mesmerize and influence the minds of Krishna's pure devotees? It's not possible in one sense, but it has become possible because Krishna's pastime potency or Leela Shakti did everything. Okay. So Rohini Mata, Yashoda Mata, they did not stop Putana. So Putana just directly entered the house of Nanda Maharaj, directly entered into the room where Krishna was sleeping. And she picked up that little baby Krishna and kept that baby Krishna on her lap. Okay. So sometimes people may see a snake and think that it is a rope. And they take that rope and keep place on their lap. So, but the point here is this baby is not like a rope. The baby is like a snake. Okay. Actually, he's the lord of snakes. That is Anantasesha. He's Anantasesha's master. So, just like an ignorant person considers a snake to be a rope, similarly, Putana considered Krishna to be an ordinary child. So Putana picked up this little baby Krishna and kept him on her lap just to feed him her milk and kill him. She has already applied very fierce poison on her body just to feed that poison to Krishna and kill Krishna. But apparently Krishna was acting like a small baby, and Putana did not understand whom is she dealing with. So Krishna, as soon as Putana came to Krishna, Krishna closed his eyes. Krishna just closed his eyes. You know why Krishna closed his eyes? So there are several reasons Acharyas give. So let's discuss all these reasons. Children, would you like to remember these reasons? At least remember some 3 or 4. First, Krishna is showing some fear because he was acting like a small child. When a small child sees some strangers other than his or her mother or father, when a small infant baby sees some strangers, naturally the infant baby closes its eyes, right, out of fear. So Krishna was imitating the behavior of a small infant baby and he closed his eyes. Okay. So second reason is that Krishna wanted to avoid seeing an inauspicious and evil person, a demoness like Putana. Okay. Third, if Krishna opens his eyes and glances upon Putana, then Putana may become fearful. Okay. So Krishna thought that I don't want to overpower Putana by my glance. So let me not look at her. Okay. Then fourth reason, Krishna wanted to avoid the shame or embarrassment of killing a woman. So Putana was a woman and I'm supposed to kill now because she was a demoness. She came to kill all the children in Gokul. Okay. See, Putana had no idea that Krishna was the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Putana was on a big project and a big mission. What was the mission? To kill all the babies who were born in the last 10 days. Okay. So Putana was on this kind of mission and Krishna wanted to kill her. So that's why he wanted to avoid the shame or embarrassment of killing a woman. Then fifth reason, he wanted to avoid seeing the ghastliness of Putana's death. If I kill Putana, Putana will die, and that scene will be very fearsome. I don't want to see that. Then also, Putana represents avidya or ignorance. So this ignorance cannot stand before me. If Krishna opens his eyes, Putana may feel fearful and then she may run away. Okay. So Krishna wanted her to stay there. If Putana runs away, how will the pastime continue? Pastime has to continue, right? Krishna has to kill Putana. So that's why he did not open his eyes. And Putana came to kill innocent children. I will not look at her face. She's such a sinful woman. I will not look at her face. He thought like that. And Krishna, by closing his eyes, he started thinking. You know what was his thinking? Did Putana do any good activities? See, when you are thinking, sometimes you may close your eyes like this. Similarly, Krishna was closing his eyes and he was thinking, did Putana do anything good in her life, at least in the past life, so that I can show some mercy? Although she is doing only bad things now, maybe she must have done good. Let me consider her. He was just thinking. And he also felt that I never drank the milk from a sinful lady. Like someone drinks bitter medicine before closing eyes, Krishna closed his eyes. So, as Lord Ramachandra, Krishna drank the milk of Kaushalya Devi. So, several devotees of Krishna played the role of Krishna's parents, Krishna's mother. So, Krishna never drank the milk of a sinful woman. He was always having pure devotees as his parents, and he was drinking the milk of only pure devotee mothers and not a demoness. So that's why he just kept quiet. He just closed his eyes. And also, Krishna thought that drinking poison is not my job. Whose job is that? Lord Shiva's job. Okay. So during the Samudra Manthan, you know the Samudra Manthan story? You know the story of churning of milk ocean? The Devatas and the demons came and they churned the milk ocean and poison came out. So then Shiva came and drank that poison. So drinking poison is not Krishna's job. It is Shiva's job. So Krishna thought that I will close my eyes and invoke the presence of Lord Shiva. Let Shiva come and drink this poison. So he was thinking like this. So in this way, for several reasons, Krishna closed his eyes. I just spoke maybe 10 reasons. There are at least 25 reasons that Acharyas give why Krishna closed his eyes. Okay. Next. So Krishna closed his eyes. Vibudhyatam balakamarika graham characharatma sanimiliti kshanah anantamaropayadankam yatho ragam suptama buddhi rajjudhihi. So vibudhyatam balikamarika graham, not knowing that this little child, infant baby in my lap has the potency to destroy me, to kill me, not knowing that Putana is just trying to kill him, not knowing that he is my killer. Fine. So then Krishna started innocently drinking Putana's milk. He was drinking, and Putana was thinking, okay, now the child is going to die. But you know what happened? Krishna started sucking the life of Putana along with her milk. So Putana started feeling some pain, and that pain increased moment by moment, second by second. So she could not bear that pain at all, and she started screaming so loudly, and all the directions were vibrating with so much of sound. So she was screaming, she was yelling at the top of her voice, and she could not retain her disguised form as a beautiful lady, but she became like a big demoness whose body was 8 miles long. So Putana assumed her original form with a very disfigured face and very blackish body, and she looks like a very huge demoness. Okay. So, and seeing her hearing her screaming, Yashoda Mata and Rohini Mata, they just came out. They were just trying to find out. Earlier, they were thinking that, oh, this celestial lady, this beautiful woman is coming and feeding her milk to my little child, Krishna. It's Krishna's fortune. They were thinking like that. So within a few moments, the scene changed. Krishna started killing her. Krishna started sucking her life hairs while drinking her milk. So she started screaming, and Putana and Yashoda Mata and Rohini Mata became so anxious. And Putana came out of Nanda Maharaj's house in pain, and she was saying, "Leave me, child, leave me, don't suck my milk anymore." So she was screaming like this, but Krishna was not leaving only. So Krishna continued to hold on to her body, and Putana screamed, and many other Vrajavasis, the men and women, they started running behind Putana to catch Krishna, to get Krishna back from her. But Putana was so huge; they were like small people. Putana was so huge, 12 miles long body. So she just ran and fell down. Where she fell? She fell in a garden, and that garden belongs to Kamsa. So Kamsa, being the king of entire Mathura Mandal, he has some properties everywhere. Okay, although somebody may be staying in one country, he has properties at different places, right? So Kamsa owns a garden even in Vrindavan. So Putana fell down, not in any place in Vrindavan, but she fell and crushed all the trees in the garden of Kamsa. Okay, so she could not harm anybody. She could not harm any gopa or gopi or a cow or a calf or a monkey or a peacock or a parrot or anyone, or a goshala or a house. So everything in Vrindavan was intact by the Leela Shakti of the Lord. Okay, so but Kamsa's garden was destroyed. So when an evil person, children, this is a very important lesson. When an evil person tries to harm a good person, the evil person himself is affected by that. Okay, so one will not be able to harm innocent people and pure people. So Putana just fell down. So Putana's mouth was full of teeth. As she fell down, her dead body was looking like this. Each tooth of Putana was like a plow. You know, plow? In agriculture, people use bulls. You know, bull. Have you seen bulls tilling the land? And between the bulls, there is a big plow. And Balramji also holds that plow. Fine. So Putana's teeth were looking like plows, and her nostrils were like deep caves. Her eye sockets were deep like blind wells, and her abdomen was like a dried up lake. So like that, Putana's dead body was described here. Okay. So everybody was astonished. They were so surprised that so they were astonished. They were so surprised that how come this calamity has come on this newborn baby? This little child is so innocent. Why would anyone envy this child? Why should this demoness come and make an attempt to kill this baby? So they were thinking like this. So, but they could not understand. So some Brajavasis went to Putana's dead body and picked up little baby Krishna. They said that they somehow felt happy that Krishna is safe. Although the demon has died, Krishna was very safe. So they picked up Krishna, and Mother Yashoda and Rohini were too shocked to do anything. They did not know how to respond. So all the elderly gopis of Vrindavan, who also had Vatsalya, means motherly affection for Krishna, you know what they did? They wanted to perform some rituals and some purificatory processes for Krishna's protection. Maybe Krishna is being haunted by some ghost. That's why he is being seen like this. We must protect Krishna. So you know what they did? They took cow dung, they took cow urine, and they washed Krishna's body with cow urine. And they also applied cow dung and cow dhuli tilak on Krishna's various parts of Krishna's body. So in this way, just with some cow products, they have very beautifully followed the Vedic process and chanted the necessary mantras for the protection of this child, Krishna. Okay. So all these simple ladies, so they took some switch of a cow, the cow tail, and started waving around Krishna. Okay. So, and they also chanted the holy names of the Supreme Lord to protect Krishna's various bodily parts. And meanwhile, Nanda Maharaj was coming towards Vrindavan because Vasudeva told Nanda Maharaj in Mathura, Nanda Maharaj, don't stay in Mathura for a long time. Please go. Please go to Vrindavan. Please go to Gokul Mahavan. There could be some calamity. Because Vasudeva was already aware that Kamsa is making so many plans to kill all the infant babies that were born 10 days back, in the last 10 days. So Vasudeva, being aware of Kamsa's plans, he gave a caution to Nanda Maharaj. So Nanda Maharaj understood that, and Nanda Maharaj was coming back very innocently along with his other elderly Gopa associates. Nanda Maharaj was coming back to Gokul. On the way, he saw this huge dead body of Putna. It was like a big mountain. And Nanda Maharaj thought, we never saw a mountain here. Suddenly, why did this mountain manifest there? So they were surprised. They were thinking, why did this mountain manifest here? So later, Nanda Maharaj also felt that maybe we lost our way. Maybe instead of going to Gokul Mahavan, we were diverted to some other place. Maybe some demoness or some yakshini, some kind of witch is influencing us and then diverting us to some other path. So he was thinking in various ways. Then in some time, he realized that it is the dead body of a female demon. He realized that. So then he came to Gokul Mahavan and he came to his house and people narrated the whole thing to Nanda Maharaj. Although Nanda Maharaj and many elderly men were not there, still the women in Mathura, they could do the needful to protect to protect Krishna just by using some cow dung, cow urine, and cow dust. Okay, they bathed Krishna, and after that, Krishna drank milk from Mother Yashoda, and they felt very confident. Yes, yes. When a small infant baby is drinking the mother's milk happily, comfortably, that indicates that he's in good health. Okay, everybody felt confident. Okay, so after this, Nanda Maharaj understood. Vasudev told me when I went to Mathura, Vasudev predicted that there could be some calamity, some misery, some kind of demon's attack in Gokul Mahavan. You should go immediately. Means Vasudev must have developed some mystic powers. Vasudeva must have developed some mystic siddhis by which he could predict the future. Out of his simplicity, Nanda Maharaj felt like that. But actually, Vasudeva was a Kshatriya and he understood the movements of Kamsa, and that's why he gave a warning to a caution note to Nanda Maharaj like this. Okay. So now the Gopas wanted to burn this dead body of Putana. Okay. So the Gopas cut the dead body of Putana into small pieces. Okay, and they made a big pile of these small pieces of her dead body, and they set fire to that dead body. And as Putana's dead body was being burned, sweet fragrance emanated from the dead body. You understand? Fragrance. When you are burning a dead body, will you get good smell or bad smell? Huh? So it's intolerable bad smell. But Putana's dead body, when it was being burned, sweet fragrance went to several kilometers, right? So several kilometers in that vicinity, they were filled with sweet divine fragrance of Putana's dead body. You know why? Because Krishna touched the body of Putana, Putana's body became purified. Children, have you seen elders offering bhoga to the deities? Okay, you take some banana or apple or any cooked food like chapati, rice, dal, sabji, and offer it to Krishna. So the food looks same, but within no time, means within 5-10 minutes, when the offering procedure is over, that food becomes prasad, Mahaprasad. It becomes spiritualized with the touch of Krishna. So you must have smelled the fragrance this which is offered to Krishna, right? Champa flower people offer to Krishna, and again they smell the flowers in the morning program, right? So when something is offered to Krishna, or when Krishna touches something, it becomes purified. Anything material can become spiritual. You know the shloka? Om apavitraha pavitro va sarvavasthangatophi va yah smaret pundarikaksham sabahyabhyantara suchi. Apavitraha pavitro va. Apavitra means what is impure. Pavitra means pure. Anything impure can become pure by the touch of Krishna. By just by remembering Krishna. Krishna need not even touch also. If you just remember Krishna, anything impure can become pure. Anything inauspicious can become auspicious. Okay? You understood till now? So Putana's dead body, when it was being burnt, it's emanating sweet fragrance. Okay? So now there's a nice shloka about this. Would you like to recite shloka? Anyone interested to recite a shloka? Yes, you can raise your hand. K. Iyengar, Kairan Iyengar. Putana loka balaghani
Utala Loka Palaghani
Rakshasi Rudhirashana
Rakshasi Rudirashana
Dhamsayapi Haraye
Samshaya Harapi
Stanam Dattva Pasadgatim.
Sanat Stanan Sanam Dattva Sagatin.
Okay, thank you. Putana loka balaghni Rakshasi Rudhirashana. Putana is loka balaghni. She is known to kill small children, infant babies. Her job is to kill small babies and suck their blood. Right? Putana loka balaghni Rakshasi Rudhirashana. Drink their blood. That is her activity. But Lord Krishna is so merciful that he has given an opportunity to Putana to go to the spiritual world and uh, serve Krishna like a mother, assisting Mother Yashoda. Okay. Yes, Toshani, you want to recite this shloka? Kim punarshraddhaya bhaktya
Kim Punashradaya Bhaktya
Krishnaya Paramatmane
Krishnaya Paramatmane
Yachan Priyatamam Kim no
Yaksha Prayatatmi Kimno
Raktastanmataro Yatha
Raktastan Mataroyata.
Kim punarshraddhaya bhaktya Krishnaya Paramatmane. If Putana has given some milk to Krishna just to kill Krishna, not to show some motherly affection, just to kill Krishna, Putana has given milk. If you give milk to Krishna with love and affection, how much mercy Krishna will show you. So Putana gave milk to Krishna just to kill Krishna, but Krishna considered that, oh, like a mother, she gave me milk, so let me give her spiritual world. So Krishna is so merciful. Kamba dayalam sharanam rajema. So if Putana gave milk to Krishna with a negative intention and she got mercy of Krishna, what will happen if you give Krishna milk with love and affection? Definitely you will get spiritual world. That's what this shloka says. There are many other beautiful shlokas. Okay. Sai Tanvik, you recite this shloka. Tadbhyam bhakta hridistabhyam.
Yam Bhaktahiri Tam
Okay. Vandyabhyam loka vanditaihi.
Vadyam Bam Lokavanditi Tai.
Very good. Aradhya.
Yes,
Padbhyam bhakta hridistabhyam.
Padbyam Bhaktahridistabhyam
Vandyabhyam loka vanditaihi.
Vandabhyam Lokavanditaihi
Angam yasyaha samakramya.
Angam Yasya Samakramya
Bhagavan api tatstanam.
Bhagavan Api Tatstanam
Yatu dhanyapi sasvargam.
यातु तान्यपि स स्वर्गम्
अवापजननी गतिम्
अवापो जननी गतिम्
कृष्णभुक्तस्तनक्षीराः
कृष्णभुक्तस्तन क्षीराः
किमु गावो नु मातरः.
किमु गावो न मातरः.
So in this shloka he says it is extremely difficult for even great yogis and great devotees even to take darshan of Krishna's lotus feet. But Putana did not get the darshan of Krishna's feet or touch of Krishna's feet. Putana got embrace of Krishna. Krishna embraced Putana, and he was not leaving her only. Putana says, leave me, but Krishna is not leaving, right? So what is her great fortune? She is so fortunate. Padhyam bhakta hridistabhyam andyabhyam lokavandita. If this is the fortune of Putana, what to speak of the great fortune of such great devotees like the Vatsalya gopis of Vrindavan, and also what is the great fortune of all the cows of Vrindavan. Sometimes Krishna goes to the Goshala and drinks milk from cow's udder directly in the Goshala. Okay, so he takes milk directly from cow and then drinks. So they all have given so much love and affection to Krishna. What will they attain? That's the meaning of this shloka. So the message here is Krishna is most merciful that he can give liberation even to Putana also. Not just liberation, he gave the position of a mother to Putana in the spiritual world. So especially in Vrindavan, Krishna is even more merciful. So last sloka of this chapter, we will recite Gaurangi Radha.
Thank you, Prabhuji.
Thank you. Ya etat Putana moksham. Are you reciting Gaurangi? Okay.
Yes, thank you, Prabhuji.
Ya etat Putana moksham.
एतत् पूतना मोक्षम्
Krishnasyaarbhakamadbhutam.
कृष्णस्य भतरम् अभ्यम्
Krishnasya arbhakam adbhutam.
कृष्णय्य अद्भक्तम्
Okay.
कृष्णय्यार्भक्तमद्भुतम्
Shrunuyat Shraddhaya Martyo.
शूरण्यकृत् शूनया
Shraddhaya Martyo.
प्रत्यया मृत्यो
Govinde Labhate Ratim.
गोविन्दे लभते मृते
Very
रतिम्.
So, children, in the last half an hour, did you hear Putana's pastime very sincerely, very attentively, carefully? Then you will all get it. You will all get a love for Govinda. That's what this shloka says. This shloka says that whoever hears this pastime of Krishna's liberating Putana, Shraddhaya, with great faith and love and devotion, Govinde labhate ratim, they will attain love for Krishna. So to become lovers of Krishna, we should hear about Krishna nicely, sincerely. Clear? So now we completed that Putana chapter. Now I have a question for you. No, not question. Questions are at the end. So who was Putana in her past life? In her past life, Putana was the daughter of Bali Maharaj. You know Bali Maharaj? Bali Maharaj was the king of demons, and the little boy Vamanadev, Lord Vishnu took the form of Vamanadev, small child, and went to Bali Maharaj and begged for 3 steps of land, and Bali Maharaj gave the 3 steps of land, and Vamanadev became so huge. He expanded his body so big that he has occupied entire outer space, and he covered the entire universe with 2 steps. And asked Bali Maharaj, "Where is my 3rd step?" Then Bali Maharaj said, "Put it on my head." Okay, I don't have any other place to give you. Put it on my head. So the Lord kept his lotus feet on Bali Maharaj's head. So like that, Bali Maharaj is a great devotee. So when Vamanadev, little small child, at the time he's hardly some 5-7 years old. So when this child Vamanadev came to Bali Maharaj's place, Bali Maharaj's sister, some say his daughter. Okay, there are different versions of the story. So Brahma Vaivarta Purana says that Putana was Ratnamala, the younger sister of Bali, and Garga Samhita says that he was a daughter of Bali Maharaj. Okay. But anyways, she was Ratnamala, related to Bali Maharaj in the Bali Maharaj family. As soon as Ratnamala saw this little boy Vamanadev, motherly affection came in her heart. She said, "Oh, if only I have a beautiful child like this, I will give my milk to this child and feed him like a mother." She felt like. But when Vamanadev has taken away all the property of Bali Maharaj, Ratnamala thought that, oh, no, if only I have a child like this, I will kill him with my milk. She felt like. Okay. So Krishna fulfilled both of her desires. Her desire to give him milk and attempt to kill him. Both were fulfilled by Krishna. So that's Putana's story. So we completed Putana's story. And you know what Putana represents? Putana represents a pseudo guru or material mind. See, sometimes there are teachers. They teach good things, but sometimes there are bad teachers also. In the garb of teaching this good values and good principles, they may teach all nonsense. Okay. So Putana represents such a bad teacher. So he's a pseudo guru or a bad teacher. Apparently, sometimes a spiritual guru is supposed to be teaching spiritual principles and pastimes of the Lord. He may teach something very materialistic and useless. Okay, so such gurus are representatives of Putana. Just like Putana came in the form of a beautiful woman and mother, but she did not have the intention of a mother. Although she had the attire of a mother, she did not have the attitude of a mother. So uh, even false teachers are also like Putana. And it also represents material mind. Sometimes our mind may give us so many ideas. Mind gives us some ideas, uh, saying that this is good for you, this is good for you, this is beneficial for you. But actually, those bad ideas given by the mind uh, will only distract us from our studies, from our health, and from our good well-being. Right? So that is what Putana represents. So we completed this Putana pastime. Now we will go to the next pastime. When a ghost attacks God, just now a witch attacked Krishna. Now when a ghost attacks Krishna, what happens? We will discuss. So who will recite the shlokas? They are little long shlokas. Yes, Sai Tanvit. We already recited once, right? Ananya, we didn't recite it. Ananya, unmute yourself. Shri Rajovacha.
श्रीराजो वचा
Yena yena avatarena.
येन अवतारेण
Bhagavan Haririshwaraha.
भगवान् हरीश्वर
Bhagavan Harir Ishwaraha. Okay, no problem. Now Harsh Maurya. Yena yena avatarena.
येन अवतारेण
Bhagavan Haririshwaraha.
भगवान् हरिर्शिवरा
Okay. Karoti Karna Ramyani.
करोति करानारमयानि
Manognani Chanah Prabho.
मनोज्ञानि च प्रभो.
Okay, great. So now children try to remember this. This shloka and the next shloka. Next shloka I will only recite. Okay, I'll ask Srinika to recite. Next shloka. Yat Shrinvatopaitaratirvitrishna. Srinika be there? Yat Shrinvatopaitaratirvitrishna.
यच्छ्रन्नोपदै अरति विश्रेन्द्रः
Ampasudhyati achirena puruषः.
सत्वं च शुध्यते अचेन पुंसः
Bhaktirharau tat purushe cha sakhyam.
भक्तिर्हरो तत्पुरुषं च सखिरम्
Tadevaharam vadamanyase chet.
Tadevaharam vade manyase sete.
Okay, thank you. So, children, there are 7 effects of hearing Krishna's childhood pastimes. Try to remember this. Tomorrow, I'll ask you questions in the beginning of the class. There are 7 effects of hearing Krishna's childhood pastimes. Okay. Yena yena avatarena harira bhagavan haririshvaraha. So the Supreme Lord Krishna performs so many pastimes in several of his incarnations. But the pastimes that he performs as a small child in Vrindavan are most enchanting. Okay. So what are the effects of hearing Krishna's childhood pastimes? Number 1. Karoti karana ramyani means they are very pleasing to the ears. Okay. Manognanichana Prabhu, second effect. They are very pleasing to the heart. Pleasing to the ears. The sound pleases the ears and the meaning pleases the heart. Clear? Two effects. Sarvati Karna means pleasing to the ears, pleasing to the heart. Third effect is sometimes we may not show much interest in hearing Bhagavatam. Okay. That disinterest is gone when we hear Krishna's childhood pastimes. Okay. Then fourth effect. Sometimes while hearing Krishna Katha, although we come and sit in Bhagavatam class, we may doze off sometimes. We may not be able to sleep properly. Or we may just fall asleep. So that kind of lack of enthusiasm in hearing, that also will be gone. The third thing is, you don't want to sit in the class only. Fourth thing is, even while sitting in the class, we are not so happy. So these two anarthas, these two bad things can be destroyed by hearing Krishna's childhood pastimes. Clear? So 4 effects we discussed. Karoti karana ramyani manognanichana prabho yet saranvato apaiti aratir Krishna sattvam cha shuddhiti. Fifth effect is our heart becomes completely purified. Okay, whatever anger, envy, jealousy, greed that we have, anything bad that we have in our hearts, that will be gone by hearing Krishna's childhood pastimes. Okay, clear? So 5 effects we have discussed. Then fifth effect is our bhakti for Krishna will increase. We will become very devoted to Krishna. Our love for Krishna will increase. Okay. Then seventh effect is we will develop friendship with other devotees. By hearing about Krishna, our friendship with other devotees will increase. Is it clear? Will you be able to remember these 7? At least try to remember 2. Out of 7, you try to remember 2, if not 4, if not all 7. Okay, up to you. So now Parikshit Maharaj said that, my dear Sukadeva Goswami, I have heard these pastimes from you. I'm very happy, and I understand that there are 7 good effects of hearing Krishna's childhood pastimes. Please continue to recite these pastimes. Okay. Dear Krishna, you want to recite this shloka? Athanyadapi Krishnasya
Athanyadapi Krishnasya
Lokacharitam
Utacharitam
Manusham Lokamasadya
Manusham Lokama Asadya
Tajjatim Anurundhataha.
Yajyatim Tanurundatam.
Okay. Athanyadapi Krishnasya Toka Charitam Manusham Lokamasadya Tajjatim Anurundhata. So Krishna, when he appears as a fish incarnation. Okay. What is that? Matsyavatar, right? So will you be able to relate with his activities so much? What Matsyavatar did, will you do in your life? Huh? What did Matsyavatar do? Protected Vedas. And what did Kurmavatar do? Will you be able to do what Kurmavatar did in his life? What did Kurmavatar do? Anyone would like to say? Aradhya, what did Kurmavatar do? Who is Kurmavatar first?
Kurma is the
Tortoise incarnation.
tortoise incarnation. He was putting the mountain on his back so that the churning the ocean could happen.
Yes, exactly. So Kurmavatar is tortoise incarnation. He lifted Mandara mountain on his back. That churning can happen. Yes, I just said. So But will you be able to do that? Huh? Will you be doing what Kurmavatar did? Definitely not. But what did Krishna do? He did some mischief. He went to a guru and studied the scriptures. So will he be able to do what Krishna did as a human child? Something we cannot lift Govardhan, but at least we can study like him. We can play like him, isn't it? So when Krishna appears as a human being, as a human child, his activities are more relatable to all of us than when he appears as a half man, half lion, or a Matsya, Kurma, Varaha, Vamana, etc. As Varaha Avatar, he lifted entire earth on his tusks as Varaha Avatar, isn't it? So we won't be able to do that. But Krishna studied some scriptures under the guidance of a guru. Krishna served his parents. Krishna played in Vrindavan. Krishna took care of cows. Okay. So all this we can do. Many of these things that Krishna has done, we can do. So Krishna's human pastimes, especially childhood pastimes, are more relatable and more attractive. Okay. So now I want to continue to hear. He says. So Sukadeva Goswami continued. He spoke the next story. What was the next story? That was Uthana Ceremony. You know what is Uthana Ceremony? When a small child, a small, very infant baby is newborn, he cannot turn on his own, on his back. So mother has to make him turn like this, turn like that, but they cannot do it on their own. But then when they are little grown up, they're about 3 months old, they turn on their back on their own. So this stage of the child's growth is celebrated by the mothers as Uthana Ceremony. So several important stages of child's growth are celebrated by the parents. So child's birth, Krishna's birth was celebrated by Nanda Maharaj as Nandotsav. And this Uthana ceremony was celebrated by Mother Yashoda. Uh, so when Nanda Maharaj was leading Nandotsav, Mother Yashoda became his assistant. And when uh, Mother Yashoda was leading this Uthana ceremony, Nanda Maharaj became her assistant. Like that, the different various stages of child's growth are celebrated by father and mother. So father and mother both have equal role to play in the upbringing of the child. Okay, you understood this? So on this Uttana ceremony day, Mother Yashoda called so many neighboring ladies, also Brahmanas, and she did Abhishek ceremony of Krishna, and she bathed Krishna in auspicious waters and fragrant waters mixed with some oils and other fragrant substances and flower petals as we do Abhishek. And also she offered new dresses and garments to Krishna. So there's a nice shloka from the Garga Samhita that describes Krishna's beautiful form as he was dressed in the Uthana ceremony. It's a long shloka, children. I will only recite this. Raktambaram kanakabhushanabhushitantam balam pragrihya kalitanjanapadmanetram shyamam spuradharinakhavritachandraharam devan pranamya sudhanam pradadau dvijebhyah Raktambaram kanakabhushanabhushitangam. Raktambaram means Krishna is wearing a red dress. Kanaka Bhushana Bhushitangam, and is also ornamented with beautiful golden armlets and bracelets and necklaces and anklets. A little baby, bluish baby, and on his body these golden ornaments are shining so nicely. Raktambaram Kanaka Bhushana Bhushitangam Balam Pragrihya Kalitanjana Padmanetram. Krishna's lotus eyes are decorated with that black ointment. Okay. Padmanetram, lotus eyes. Shyamam Spuradhari Nakha Vrtachandraharam. Krishna is wearing a moon necklace that has a tiger nail. It's a traditional ornament. So he's wearing that small necklace. And Devan Pranamya Sudhanam Pradadaudvijebhyah. So holding that little baby Krishna in her hands, Mother Yashoda was distributing charity to several Brahmins. Okay. So this is how Krishna appeared in the Vrindavan. So Krishna, and at that time, many Brahmanas were chanting some mantras. So at the time, Krishna started feeling sleepy. Brahmanas are chanting Mother and Krishna was just dozing off. And Mother Yashoda's shoulder only. So Mother Yashoda noticed, oh, my little child is feeling sleepy. He wants to sleep now. So she picked up that baby and took him to the courtyard. And there's a bullock cart. There's a hand cart, actually, household cart. Uh, Under that cart, there is not a lot of space for them to sleep. So Mother Yashoda made Krishna sleep in that under that cart. There is a cradle in that cart, and the cradle was big enough to accommodate Mother Yashoda and Krishna both. So Mother Yashoda made Krishna lie down there, and she also lied down with Krishna for some time and made him sleep very lovingly and affectionately. And then she got up and came out. And she was confident that Krishna was sleeping nicely, peacefully. And she went to attend to the guests and give charity to the Brahmanas, and, interact with other ladies who came for the ceremony. So things were happening. So, meanwhile, a ghost named Utkacha. Remember this name, Utkacha. A ghost named Utkacha came to that place. And he wanted to kill Krishna. And this Utkacha was a friend of Kamsa. So this Utkacha does not have a body because he was a ghost. Ghosts, they don't have bodies. They only have mind, intelligence, and ego. So all of us have two kinds of bodies. One is gross body, made of these hands and legs and earth, water, fire, ether, all these five material elements constitute this body. And we also have subtle body inside, that is mind, intelligence, and ego. Okay. So you are able to see your hand and leg. Will you be able to see your mind? Yes, Sai Tanmit, will you be able to see your mind? Or will you be able to see someone else's intelligence or ego? That is subtle, you cannot see. So, subtle body is not seen, gross body is seen. And this Utkacha demon only had a subtle body, he doesn't have a gross body. So he came in invisible form and he entered into the car. So this car started moving downwards. So his intention is, I will enter this cart and I will increase the weight of this cart and then make the cart come down slowly and fall on Krishna, and Krishna will be crushed under this cart and Krishna will die. That was his intention. So actually these demons, these ghosts, they do not have bodies. They enter some gross forms and they do what they want to do through that form. So basically, this Utkacha entered and he was coming down to fall on Krishna and then kill him. Okay, and crush Krishna under the cart. But something interesting happened. At the time, Krishna just woke up in his sleep. And as it is natural for infant babies to cry as soon as they get up from their sleep, they open their eyes and they just rub their eyes and then they want to sleep. Mother is not there. They feel hungry. Okay, they want milk. So Krishna started crying, imitating the nature of an infant. 3-month-old baby, Krishna cried loudly to call out Mother Yashoda. Mother Yashoda was so busy. She was just absorbed in attending to the guests, and Mother Yashoda could not hear what Krishna was doing. He could not hear the sound of Krishna. So Mother Yashoda uh, was so busy. So Krishna thought, I'm making sound. I'm crying. But Yashoda is unable to hear. I need to make a much louder sound. Okay. That was there within his mind. At the time, the car in which Utkacha has entered, it's just coming down. And as it is natural for infant babies to throw their hands and legs into the air, have you seen small children? They are throwing their hands and legs into the air while they are crying. So, with the gesture of a kick, Krishna just threw his hands and feet into the air. And the Krishna's tender foot touched the cart. The cart got overturned with the cart was overloaded with so many utensils made of gold, silver, and They were very heavy. So the heavy cart fell down. Not on Krishna, but next to Krishna. Okay. The entire cart got completely dismantled and the wheels, the wheels, utensils, they were dislocated and they went here and there. So Mother Yashoda heard this sound. In great anxiety, she came to the courtyard and Krishna was just smiling there under the cart. The cart was collapsed. Mother Yashoda became very anxious and picked up Krishna. We were wondering, how did handcart just fall down? How did it get destroyed? So then there were some small children there. They were thinking, they were saying, they told the elders, Mother Yashoda, Krishna cried for you. And Krishna, uh, Krishna was crying, and while crying, Krishna kicked the cart, and the cart fell down. Okay, so that's what has happened. Okay, nobody believed them. Oh, you are small children, what will you do? This 3-month-old baby kicked the cart, and the cart fell down. We can't believe this. They were thinking like this. We cannot believe this, but actually that's the fact. So in this context, we need to understand that Krishna just wanted to call his mother, and in his attempt to do so, the demon died. So when the cart fell down, Utkacha died. Utkacha fell down and he also died. So this is how Krishna can easily kill demons without compromising on his mood as a small child. So this Utkacha is also called Shakatasura. Shakata means a car. Asura means a demon. So Utkacha is also called Shakatasura. I'll just complete in just 2-3 minutes. I'm almost done. We need to understand who is Shakatasura in his past life. In his past life, this Utkacha or Shakatasura was the son of Hiranyaksha. Once he went to Lomasha Muni's hermitage and he told Lomasha Rishi, actually he went to Lomasha Rishi's hermitage and he started destroying all the trees here and there. He completely destroyed the trees because he had a strong body. He was so proud of his strength. So he wanted to utilize his strength somewhere and he was breaking the trees and uprooting the trees, and Lomasha Rishi came there. Why are you doing all this description in front of my ashram? You are so proud of your strong body. I curse you that you do not have a body only. His body only his mind, intelligence, and ego remain. His body is gone. He became a ghost, a bodiless ghost, an invisible ghost. Okay. And eventually he made friendship with Kamsa and then he came to kill Krishna. So now Krishna taught him a lesson. Krishna killed him. Fine. So that is about the past life of Krishna. So children, we have completed this. And tomorrow, I need to tell you one more small thing. Utkacha represents something. Just like Uthana represents a bad guru, this Shakatasura represents a mentality of carrying old bad habits and new bad habits also. So this Shakatasura represents bad habits. Just like cart was holding so many utensils, similarly, sometimes our mind also may hold so many bad habits and bad impressions, old or new. That is Shakatasura. So tomorrow we will discuss this pastime, an exciting flight with a man-eating demon. Tomorrow we'll discuss that. Today we'll conclude. Today we discussed only 2 pastimes, Uthana pastime and Shakatasura pastime. So thank you very much, children, for your kind attention, participation. Any questions, comments?
Hare Krishna, Dandavat Pranam, Prabhu. So we have questions. Will I unmute them, Prabhu? Anya Thakur.
I just started my classes today.
Okay.
Okay. Do you have any question?
Any other question?
Okay. Chaitanya? Oh, sorry.
Anyone?
Okay.
Prabhuji, I have a question that who was Putna in her last life?
Uthana.
Yes.
Uthana was Ratnamala. She was a family member of Bali Maharaj. We discussed in the class.
No, I just joined late, so
Okay. Uthana
Hare
was
Prabhuji, Hare Krishna
Uthana
Prabhuji,
was
Dandavat Pranam.
Ramala in the past life.
Okay, Prabhuji, Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Dandavat Pranam.
Uthana. Next question.
Tanvik, you have a question? Sai Tanvik.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, thank you for the wonderful class. So Prabhuji, I have just only one question. So Prabhuji, my question is that why Uchaka was proud of his strength?
Here, Sai Tanvik, can you say that again?
Why was Uchaka proud of his strongness?
Oh, why Utkaja was proud of his strength. Yeah, it happens sometimes when we are very knowledgeable, wise, wealthy, strong, influential, famous. We could become. That's the nature of this world. There is a pride in our heart because of qualifications, some material qualifications.
Okay, thank you, Prabhuji.
Krishna, you have a question?
Okay, Swati.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Yes.
I have one question. My question is, if Lord Krishna didn't close his eyes, what would happen?
Okay. Whatever Krishna desires will happen. Okay. Krishna wouldn't close his eyes. Whatever Krishna desired will happen. He would have killed Putna by seeing her only, or he would not have killed also. Okay. It's up to him. Anything can happen. But what happens is whatever he desires. Okay.
Yeah.
Next question.
Okay, Shrenika.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, I have 3 questions. My first question is, if the ghost demon is already a ghost, then how did he die and turn into a ghost?
Okay. Here death is liberation. Ghost
Okay.
already dead. That's not the point. He was liberated. His demoniac propensities died. Okay. He was liberated from demoniac life. That's the death. This is the real death of his demoniac qualities.
My second question is, if Kamsa couldn't see the ghost, then how did he meet the ghost?
Kamsa had to interact with the ghost. Okay. Sometimes ghosts may make some sounds or may interact with human beings through
Haridev.
and he also has some mystic powers also. So Kamsa could definitely interact with ghosts and all kinds of demons because they had some kind of powers.
Okay. And my third question is, why did Putna have mystic powers?
Okay, actually the demon is in those days, even demons also have so many power, mystic siddhis and all. Now you see, even in Kali Yuga also, people may not have mystic powers, but they have so much of intellectual power or some kind of hacking. They hack computers. They have some kind of software power. Use their demoniac propensities and this technology to cast the innocent people. So the demoniac mentality, desire to harm others, can manifest in any way, either through mystic power or through some other technological power. The propensity is there. Sometimes demons are also very powerful.
Okay, thank you, Prabhuji.
Okay, you have Dear Krishna. You there, Dear Krishna?
Yeah.
I have first question is that can you share that why Krishna closed his eyes while killing Putna? 10 reasons.
Oh,
I forgot it.
I will send the slide. Huh?
Where? Yeah.
Group messages.
Okay. And in this, means the second question is how to find a real guru.
How to find a real guru? Wow,
Beautiful question.
real guru. So first, the first guru of a child is mother. Okay. So first check with the parents. So you have protecting and loving guru right next to you. So go to the parents and ask them. They will guide you to the proper guru. Okay. Fine, Prabhu. Next.
Yeah.
Thakur raising hand for a long time.
Who is that, Prabhu? Anya Thakur. Yeah, Anya Thakur. Yeah.
Yeah.
How did Putna turn into a demoness?
Oh, how did Putna turn into a demoness? See, earlier she was Ratnamala, the relative sister or daughter of Bali Maharaj. So she developed that love for Krishna, love for Vamanadeva as soon as she saw him. And within some time, she also developed some anger. So her desire to both feed Krishna her milk and make an attempt to kill Krishna made her a demon. Right? She became basically we develop so many forms of species according to our desires. Some people who have a lot of desire to eat meat, they will be given the bodies of tiger, lion, or jackal so that they can eat meat. Some people have some other desires, they will get some other bodies. So people will get certain species according to their desires. Okay, Ananya? Understood? Who asked the question? Okay, next question.
Anya Thakur.
Next question.
Anya Thakur asked the question, Prabhu.
Okay.
Okay. Radha, you have a question?
Raghav,
Raghav, sorry. Raghav Bhayana.
Krishna Prabhuji. Hare Krishna Prabhuji. My question is how when Putna became a demon, because like you answered in the previous question, she wanted to kill Krishna and also feed her milk to Krishna. But when she became a demon, but how did she become a demon? How did she get the mystic powers?
we discussed already. So she
Because
became demon because of her previous desires. Okay. People have certain desires, and accordingly, they will get the bodies of different species. We just discussed it.
and I have another question. And my second question is, when Krishna was lying down and the chariot, like the thingy, was full of gold and silver, and Krishna kicked it, did after they took care of Krishna, did they take out the gold and silver?
Yeah, they picked out all the.
And my last
Utensils. Not just
and my last question is, when Krishna kicked the chariot, ghosts can go through things, like through whatever they want. So when Krishna kicked the chariot fell on the ground, and the ghost just was standing there. The chariot just went through the ghost, didn't it?
the ghost has entered the chariot. It's not a ghost was standing and watching the show like a movie. The ghost has entered the body of the car. And when the car got dismantled, the ghost died. That's the thing. Now you see, a soul enters the body, isn't it? When it destroys the body, you consider that the person died, right? Similarly, the ghost does not have a body. The ghost only has a soul and a subtle body, and the ghost has entered the body of this car. The cat got completely destroyed and the ghost died. That's okay. Okay, Pumi?
Oh, so wait, did the gold break like this gold break when
They
it
are
hits the
golden
ground?
utensils. They are golden vessels.
But how did they know that how did the other guys know that, like the Vrajavasis and stuff, know that there was a gold inside the bags?
There were some utensils on the cart. The cart is loaded with cement vessels.
Oh, I thought because in the picture there was like a bag full of gold.
Not
Just
bag.
bag.
Not bag full of gold. It's a vessel. Okay. Next.
Okay.
Okay,
Thank you.
Aradhya.
Thank you.
Aradhya.
Can't hear you.
Aradhya, little louder, louder.
Can you hear me now?
No, put your volume little high, Aradhya.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, it's good.
So like my question is that Vrinda Devi also like she arranges for the activities of Krishna and Radharani. So like does she like is she like does she follow Leela Shakti or what is it like? Because Leela Shakti also like it arranges all the activities for Krishna and Radharani. So I didn't get it like how.
Get your question, Aradhya. It's not very
Yeah.
clear.
Prabhuji, like my question is Vrinda Devi also creates all the like arrangements for Krishna and Radharani's activities, and
Okay.
even Leela Shakti does that. So was this particular Leela Shakti acted for Putana story or?
Yes, yes. Thank you. It's a very technical question. Question. Asking about Vrinda Devi, Leela Shakti, Yogamaya. Someone asked about Yogamaya also. Yudhishthira asked in the chat box. So Krishna has unlimited energies. So broadly, we can categorize them into two: material energy, spiritual energy. Right? So now the
Yes.
spiritual energy has so much of variegatedness. So these energies, whether it's Leela Shakti or Yoga Maya, they all orchestrate Krishna's pastimes. So Srimati Radharani is also energy of Krishna. Lalita, Vishakha, Tunga Vidya, Ranga Vidya, Sudevi, they are also energies of the energy of Krishna only. Shakti, Krishna is Shaktiman and Radharani is Purna Shakti. So
So even Vrinda Devi is the like Shakti of like she is also the energy of
she also,
she also. Mhm.
she also can facilitate Krishna's pastimes.
So it was particularly Leela Shakti that did it, like made the arrangement.
Leela Shakti is the pastime potency that makes all arrangements for a pastime. That does not mean other Shaktis do not have any role there. Other Shaktis also they make some arrangements.
Yes, Prabhu. Thank you.
Thank you for your question and attentive hit.
Thank you Prabhuji, for the one.
Question in the chat box. Swati, Sanvi, Swarit. 3 devotees asked one question. Why didn't anyone realize Krishna was special when he has blue skin? Yes, they realized. The Javasis and everyone realized that he is special. But they never realized that he's God. In Vrindavan. In Vrindavan, Krishna, everybody understands that Krishna is very special, but they don't understand that Krishna is God. Even if Krishna exhibits his godhood, still their love for Krishna is so much that that love overpowers them. That their love takes predominance over their understanding that Krishna is so great. Krishna is God. Okay, so love is more prominent. Intimacy is more prominent in Vrindavan than majesty, grandeur, formality, reverence, respect, etc. Okay, clear, Swati? Yeah.
Hari, you have a question?
Hari is not there.
Hari C, yeah.
Yes, Hari. Hari. We can't hear you.
I can't hear you, yeah. We can't hear you, Hari.
Meanwhile, Kadambari Reddy can answer.
Yeah, Kadambari, we'll come back to you, Hari. Yeah? Kadambari, you want to ask a question?
Hare Krishna. I have two questions, Prabhuji. The one question is, who gave the mystic powers to Putna?
Who gave mystic powers to Putana? We have no information about that, but she's a demon and she got some mystic powers. Exactly gave, who is the personality who gave, we're not sure. Background.
And the second question is, where did Kamsa find all the seeds to make a garden in Vrindavan and all the other places?
How did Kamsa find all the demons? Why did he send all the demons in Vrindavan, right? So Kamsa is a very, very powerful warrior. And he goes from one place to another place and challenges people and calls them for a fight. He fights with them and he defeats them. And after defeating them, he will make friendship with them. I defeated you, you become my servant, you become my friend. And he will not kill them or he will not take away their property, but he will just make allies with them, make friendship with them, and make them his servants and keep sending people for his service. Now, after he heard that Akashvani, that the 8th child of Devaki is going to kill Kamsa, so Kamsa had used all these demons to kill them. Okay?
Okay, Prabhuji, Hare Krishna. Thank you, Prabhuji, for the lovely class.
Okay, so we have Vaidehi Muthian. You there, Vaidehi? You can unmute and ask.
Hare Krishna.
Yes, yeah.
Yes, Prabhuji. My question was like, as Shaktasur, he represents all those bad qualities and bad habits. So each and every one has some or the other bad qualities. So how can we overcome that Shaktasur in ourselves?
Yes, exactly.
Beautiful.
So, just like Krishna killed Putana, just like Krishna killed means liberated Shakatasur, and later he will do that with Trinavarta, Agasur, Aristasur, Bakasur, Bhimasur, etc. Similarly, Krishna can kill the bad qualities in us also. It's all the demons that are coming in Vrindavan and trying to kill Krishna or harm the Vrajavasis, they represent some bad qualities. Different demons represent some bad qualities. Just like Krishna killed all of them, we should offer prayer to Krishna. Krishna, just like we have killed Shakatasur demon, please kill the demon of bad habits within me. Just like we have killed Putana, who is like a pseudo guru, bad guru, please protect me from bad and materialistic teachers. We should offer prayer to Krishna by performing bhakti and by chanting the holy names of Krishna. Then we will be able to protect ourselves from the demons.
Okay, Prabhuji, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, thanks for your question.
Yeah, so we have Hari C. You have remembered your answer, or can you able to ask now? Like, let's see if it works. Yeah, can you ask Hari? Oh, we can't hear you.
Okay, fine, no problem. You can just message me. Huh?
Yeah, you can put it in the chat, or we can ask on Thursday. We can if you message in the chat or to Prabhu or in the group, we will answer on Thursday. Yeah, that's better, I think.
Thursday we have. Thank you.
Yeah, Thursday. Yeah, thank you so much, Prabhu. Thank you for your valuable time. See you on Thursday. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, children. See you all on Thursday. Hare Krishna.
Maharaj has
All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Okay, children, we'll see you all on Thursday. Huh? Hare Krishna. We'll send some slides and then you can just refer to the slides, and if Prabhu asks any questions, you can answer them. Thank you so much for your time. See you all on Thursday. Hare Krishna.